Take a moment and think about trying to tie your shoelace with one hand. Would it be possible? Yes, but it would probably be very troublesome. This is something that people with one arm, one hand have to face every day. Now, if they had a prosthetic, they would probably be able to return to a normal lifestyle. Most of you may know what a prosthetic is. It's been seen in pop culture many times. Anakin from Star Wars, Captain Hook, uh, Peter Pan, two of the most famous. Anakin Skywalker received his prosthetic arm after a combat related trauma. Just like him, there are many soldiers that face combat trauma and lose limbs. That is the reason why I decided to choose a BE degree so I can help advance the prosthetic movement. Today, I will give an overview of the history of prosthetics and explain the three types of currently available arm prosthetics: passive devices, body-powered devices, and myoelectric devices. A prosthesis or prosthetic is a functional replacement for an amputated or congenitally malformed or missing limb. Prosthetics have been around for quite some time, been used by the Egyptians and the Romans. The oldest recorded use was by the Romans in 2010 BC. That was by Marcus Surgens, a Roman general who had a iron hand after a combat trauma. We saw some increase in use of prosthetics in the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. And in 1946, modern prosthetics really advanced with the creation of the suction cup. While that was created for lower extremity prosthetics, it really pushed the movement forward. Now that I've gone over the history of prosthetics, I will now go into the currently available ones. The first device is going to be the passive devices. According to Dr. Matt, a passive device is one that requires an external force to be applied to the device so that it creates a grasping mechanism. These devices can be split into two: the passive hand or the passive tool. The passive hand gives a lifelike appearance and can be used for many activities, while the passive tool has a tool-like appearance and can only be used for one or very limited activities. These two can then be split further into static or adjustable. Static, meaning that they do not move, and adjustable, that they can be adjusted by the wearer whenever needed. And here's just an image to further emphasize what was said. Now, the next prosthetic is going to be the body-powered prosthetic. Body-powered prosthetics work by attaching a harness or cable across the undamaged shoulder. These cables and harnesses can give a rugged look and can sometimes tear the wearer's clothing. According to Dr. Carey, these are usually chosen by patients that prefer practicality over cosmetics. These devices are durable, require less training, and are good for manual labor. Many of these have hooks as the hand, so again, more on practicality over cosmetics. Now, the final prosthetic device is going to be the myoelectric device. These prosthetics detect muscle signals via surface electrodes and make the artificial limb move. So the user is going to select the certain mode to move a certain part of the arm. When they want to move another part of the arm, they switch the selector over to that appropriate mode. The computer on the device picks up the signals and processes it through the control scheme. The strength and speed of the arm movement can be controlled by varying muscle intensity. These devices can be the most expensive devices due to reduction therapy and maintenance costs. Recent research and surgery has improved the function and control of these devices, the most important one being TMR, as Dr. Kirkin has said TMR, the severed motor nerves are surgically transferred to the motor points of denerved target muscles, which, after reinnervation, contact and response to neural control signals for the missing limb. So basically, it works the same as most myoelectric devices, but it will allow for a more fluid motion without having to switch modes. Here is just a diagram of the surgery where they relocate the nerves onto the stump, and the surface electrodes will pick up those signals. In conclusion, today we learned about the history of prosthetics and about the three devices that are available: passive, body powered, and myoelectric devices. Advances in medicine, technology, and engineering have improved these existing devices. If the advances continue, people may not be able to distinguish between a real arm and a prosthetic one in the near future. Thank you.